Chapter 5. Working beside the woman I left. Working with Clara was harder than leaving her. Leaving had taken one decision. Working beside her forced me to make that decision again every morning. The unfinished cultural center had become our shared battlefield. Dust covered the floors. Exposed wires hung from the ceiling. Wooden frames waited to become walls, and sunlight entered through empty windows. And somehow, Clara made the unfinished place feel more alive than any finished building ever could. "Your numbers are wrong," Clara said. I kept my eyes on the blueprint. "They're not." She tapped her pencil against the table. "They are." She tapped her pencil against the table. "They are." I finally looked at the page. "You changed the measurements." I corrected them. "You changed them without telling me. Because you would have argued." "I am arguing now." Her mouth almost curved into a smile. "You always were difficult. So were you." For 1 second, the room felt like years ago. Then the silence returned. Clara lowered her eyes. "I missed that." I knew what she meant. I pretended I didn't. "Which part?" "Us." The word stayed between us. I picked up another sheet. "We have work to finish." Her smile disappeared. "You always do that." "Do what?" "Hide behind work when something gets too close." I didn't answer, because she was right. Over the next few weeks, Clara began noticing things I thought were invisible. One morning, she placed a coffee beside my laptop. Black coffee. I stared at it. "You remember? You stopped drinking sweet coffee." My fingers tightened around the cup. "That was a long time ago." "I remember." She walked away before I could answer. Another day, her eyes stopped on my wrist. "You don't wear it anymore." I knew exactly what she meant. The watch. The one she had given me. "I don't wear watches." "You used to." "People change." Her expression tightened. "So do feelings?" I looked at her. "I didn't say that." "But you meant it." She left before I could respond. That evening, we stayed late to review the lighting plans. The workers had gone home. The building was almost completely dark except for a few temporary lights hanging from the ceiling. Rain struck the empty window frames. Clara stood across from me, holding the same pencil she always used when she was nervous. "I have a question." I put the papers down. "What?" She stared at the floor. "Did you ever hate me?" The question hit harder than I expected. I could have lied. Instead, I gave her the truth. "I tried." Her eyes lifted. "Why?" "Because hatred would have been easier than disappointment." Her face changed. "I'm sorry." I said nothing. "I know sorry doesn't fix anything." "No. I know I hurt you." "Yes." Her voice cracked. "I didn't understand what I was doing." "You understood enough to choose him." Tears filled her eyes. "I thought I was choosing what I wanted." "You were." She shook her head. "No. I was choosing what I was afraid to lose." The room went silent. For months, I had imagined hearing those words. Now that they were finally spoken, they didn't bring relief. They only hurt. Clara wiped her face. "Did you ever stop loving me?" My chest tightened. I wanted to cross the space between us. I wanted to tell her that I had spent years trying to bury something that never really died. But I stayed where I was. "I stopped waiting for you." Her tears fell. "That isn't what I asked. It's the answer I can give you." She looked at me as if she wanted to say something. Instead, she turned away. And for the first time, I realized that sometimes staying still could hurt more than walking away. The next morning, Julian arrived. He entered the cultural center wearing a dark coat, carrying a folder. Clara froze. I knew immediately. Something had changed. Julian looked at her. "I got the position." Her face went pale. "The international one?" He nodded. "Paris. 3 years. 3 years." The words seemed to echo through the empty building. Julian stepped closer. "I want you to come with me." Clara didn't answer. He reached for her hand. "I've already made arrangements. We can leave next month." I watched Clara carefully. A year ago, I would have expected her to choose him without hesitation. This time, she didn't. She looked at Julian. "Do you love me?" He frowned. "Of course." No, her voice became steadier. "Do you love me now? Or do you love the girl you remember?" Julian went quiet. Clara waited. I watched his confidence disappear. "You're making this complicated," he said. "No." I'm finally asking the right question. He looked at me, then back at her. I don't know. Those 3 words changed everything. Julian left soon after. Clara remained in the middle of the unfinished hall. She didn't follow him. She didn't call him. She simply stood there. That night, she found me alone. The building was nearly black. Only the emergency lights were working. I told Julian no. I stopped walking. Clara stood several feet away. I don't want to leave with him. For one dangerous second, hope returned. It came so fast that I almost let it take control. Maybe this was it. Maybe after all these years, she had finally chosen me. I almost smiled. Then I remembered why I had walked away in the first place. Don't choose me because he is leaving. Her expression changed. What? If you choose me now because you're afraid of losing him, you'll only create another version of the same mistake. She stared at me. You don't want me? That isn't what I said. Then what am I supposed to do? Her voice broke. I don't know how to fix this. You can't fix it by choosing between us. She wiped her tears. Then what should I do? I looked at the woman I had once wanted more than anything, and I finally said the one thing I never thought I could. Choose yourself first. Clara went completely still. Her lips trembled. Then she nodded. Not because she agreed with me, because she finally understood. I think you're right. She turned toward the entrance. I watched her walk away. Clara. She stopped. For a moment, I thought she would come back. Instead, she looked over her shoulder. I need to walk away. My heart sank. From Julian? Her eyes met mine. From both of you. Then she walked into the darkness, leaving me alone inside the unfinished place where our future had once been supposed to begin. Chapter 6. The choice she finally made. Clara left the city without telling me exactly when she would return. She had refused Julian's invitation, and after that, she stopped contacting me. No calls, no late-night messages, nothing. For the first few days, I kept checking my phone. Sophia noticed. You're waiting for her. I'm not. You checked your phone 3 times while I was talking. That doesn't mean anything. It means you still care. I put my phone face down. Of course I care. Sophia studied me for a moment. Then stopped pretending you don't. I didn't have an answer, so I went back to the lighthouse. For months, I worked until my hands hurt. The old stone walls were repaired. Broken windows were replaced. The empty rooms slowly became something new. One afternoon, Sophia walked into the main hall and found me painting a wooden frame. You missed lunch. I wasn't hungry. You've said that every day this week. I'll eat later. She picked up the brush from my hand. No, you're eating now. I stared at her. You always this bossy? Only with people who forget they're human. For some reason, I laughed. It surprised me. Sophia smiled. There, that's better. The happiness didn't arrive like a storm. It came quietly. A warm meal, a finished room, someone laughing in the hallway. Artists arriving with paintings no wealthy gallery had wanted. I started giving them space. A photographer who had been ignored for years. A painter whose work had been rejected because her name wasn't famous. A sculptor who had never been invited into the city's private exhibitions. They came to the lighthouse. They stayed. And slowly, I realized something. I wasn't building the lighthouse for approval anymore. I wasn't trying to prove anything to Clara. I wasn't trying to prove anything to myself. I was simply building something that mattered. When the lighthouse finally opened, the rooms were filled with art. Sophia returned that evening. She stood beside me near the entrance. You actually did it. We did it. She smiled. Don't give me credit. You were the one who nearly broke your back doing this. You kept me from starving. Then I deserve at least 10%. You can have 20, 30. You're impossible. And you're finally smiling. Later that night, we walked along the cliffs. The lighthouse beam moved slowly across the dark sea. Sophia stopped near the edge. Can I ask you something? Sure. Do you still love Clara? The question hurt more than I expected. Yes. Sophia didn't react. She simply watched the ocean. Do you want her back? I stayed quiet. I don't know. Sophia smiled sadly. That's the first honest answer you've ever given me. I turned toward her. Sophia. She stepped closer. I know. The wind moved through her hair. For one moment, Neither of us spoke. Then she leaned toward me. I moved closer too. Our faces were inches apart. I wanted to kiss her. God, I wanted to. But I stopped. Sophia saw it immediately. Her expression changed. You're afraid. I don't know what I'm doing. Neither do I. If I let myself love you, I could lose you. And if you don't, I couldn't answer. She gave a small, sad smile. I won't become your proof that you've moved on. Sophia, that's not what you are. Then don't make me prove it. She stepped back. I wanted to stop her, but I didn't. She walked away beneath the lighthouse beam, leaving me alone with the sea. For the first time, I understood something painful. Healing didn't mean forgetting Clara. It meant finally being honest about what Clara had left inside me. And I wasn't ready to pretend that space didn't exist. Far away from the lighthouse, Clara was changing too. She had started planning an exhibition of her own, not under her mother's name, not under the protection of Vivian's gallery. Her own name, her own artists, her own choices. When Vivian discovered what Clara was doing, she confronted her in the gallery office. You can't seriously be planning this. I am. You have no idea how difficult this will be without my support. I know. Then why are you doing it? Because I want to. Vivian stared at her. Everything I've done was for you. Clara's voice stayed calm. I know you thought it was. I protected you. No. Vivian's face tightened. No. Clara stepped closer. You controlled every decision I made and called it protection. I was trying to keep you from making mistakes. I spent years confusing obedience with love. The room went silent. Vivian looked hurt. You think I didn't love you? Clara's eyes filled with tears. I think you loved me so much that you forgot I was supposed to become my own person. Vivian looked away. Clara continued. Protection shouldn't require me to lose myself. Neither of them spoke. For once, there was no argument, no excuse, just the truth. Months passed. I returned to my work. I thought about Sophia. I thought about Clara. And I wondered if love was supposed to feel like choosing between the past and the future. Then one evening, my phone vibrated. A message from Clara. I stared at her name. For several seconds, I couldn't open it. My heart started beating faster. Finally, I tapped the screen. There were only 4 words. I finally chose myself. I read them again and again. I didn't smile because she had chosen me. She hadn't. I smiled because, after everything, she had finally understood. She had finally become someone who could choose her own life. But as I stared at those 4 words, another question slowly formed in my mind. If Clara had finally chosen herself, then what would happen when our paths crossed again? And this time, would either of us be brave enough to choose love?